Hi, crazy believers. This is Nelsa with Crazy Believe with Nelsa. And in this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the power of now. Um, I've been coming to you for, I guess, 5 videos now and quite a few podcasts, a few Facebook Lives, of course, about just about everything. Really, my own personal journey and getting to that place of self actualization. Crazy believing is not just about manifesting things in your life that are physical and um, tactile, things that we can touch, things that we can see, but it's also about delivering to yourself, and seeing yourself move from, um, a place where maybe you're just starting, just developmentally getting out there in your youth, or maybe a rebirth in your later years, like I've sort of had, and move into a place where you can see your life changing. You can see your life blossoming into something different. And the reason that I think the power of now is so important, and I think it's Eckhart Tolle who wrote that book. I've not read it yet. I do have it, but I haven't read it yet. But um, it, we get lost sometimes in what has happened previously. I think a lot of times guilt will trap us in the past, thinking about things that we've done, thinking about people that we've hurt, thinking about things that we left unsaid, thinking about the ways that we failed in our lives. And sometimes we get so trapped in that energy that we stay stuck, we stay burdened, we stay trapped in the past, and we can't move forward. Some of us get so caught up in the future that we're planning our lives to death, and we're literally not moving anywhere because we're so stuck in our plans. We're so wrapped up in getting the plan together and figuring every little detail out and trying to come up for every little circumstance that could possibly go wrong, that our feet won't move forward because we feel like we're not ready. We feel like we're never ready because the plan isn't finished. And so today, my dear friends and loved ones, I come to you to say your power is in your present. Your power is in right now. This is the moment that we have. This is the moment that is reality. The past is gone. We can't undo that. We can't take it away, no matter how many sorries or apologies or how many guilt trips we lay on ourselves. There's nothing that we can do to change what happened yesterday or 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Nothing. There's not one thing that you're going to do. You can dream about it, you can visualize it, you can write letters, you can do a vision board, but it's done. That chapter is already sealed and over. And so I think it behooves us, if the past is what's keeping us from moving forward and being present in this moment, then you need to either write a letter of apology to yourself. You need to say the words out loud, write the letter to the person, and then you need to forgive and let it go. Let me repeat that. You need to forgive you, forgive them, and let it go. That's the only way you're going to get past that point, is in the letting go. For me, the forgiveness part is very important because sometimes those feelings keep rising up, those memories keep rising up. And if you have not truly forgiven the other person who was involved in whatever happened, or if you haven't forgiven yourself for the things that you feel like didn't work out or fell apart, or you made some terrible decisions, and who among us, like if you have been alive any point in time and you are past the age of 12 and you feel like you have not done anything, then you probably have, and you've shoved it way down into your psyche. And, that's a lesson for another day. But no judgment, because I have had to deal with several things from my past that I felt like I could not loose myself from. I feel like just I need to keep whipping myself with the cords of guilt and with the, shame and whatnot. But I'm here to tell you, I believe God did it all when Jesus went to the cross. Now, that's not everybody's belief on here, and I get that, and I'm totally cool with where you are. But for me, if I believe that, then I need to live that in the way I treat myself and others. If that price was paid, if that debt was paid for me, I got to quit trying to think there's anything I can do to make it better. I'm not Jesus, and I'm going to do things that aren't, always right. I'm going to hurt people sometimes unintentionally, sometimes intentionally. I mean, I'm human. Um, but forgiveness is key. So that's your key to the past and moving forward. What about the future? What about all those plans? What about all we've learned in school about if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail? There's so much programming that has gone on into us as human beings about, just having all our stuff together, being able to present to the world a very all, I'm all good, I'm okay, um, I'm ready for what's coming next. Well, one thing COVID has taught me is I don't know what tomorrow may bring. I don't know what my life may look like in the next day, the next week, the next month, much less the next year. I can plan as much as I want, but if I can't adapt and be flexible and change like I need to when situations arise that I wasn't expecting, then all my plans aren't going to matter anyway. Like, who among us planned for COVID-19? Who saw this coming, right? And I'm sure there's so many other circumstances in our lives. Um, I talk about my dad a lot. And those of you who don't know, my dad passed a couple years ago, but I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. That was not something that I could prepare for 5 years ago. So again, life gives us so many curveballs that we can't plan for everything. But for those of us who feel like we need a plan, fine, write it out, but just know that may change, that things happen, right? But if we spend so much time lost in the details, lost in the plans, they say the devil's in the details, right? Um, and we are not capitalizing on today, that we're not doing what we need to in this moment, that we're not living in this moment, then we've thrown away our gift of today, our present, right? So, how do we get past this whole caught up in the plan of the future? I think we jot down some things that we like. When I coach people, I work with them on where would you like to be in a month from now? Where would you like to be 6 months from now, a year, and 5 years? Honestly, you're getting a general idea. You have a picture in your mind of what you'd like to see happen, and you've got goals. But other than that, you put those things away and you live in this moment with the idea that the seeds I'm planting right now are going to yield the harvest for my future. And we crazy believe. That's what we do. We crazy believe. I've been learning lately about detachment. I'm one of these people who used to be very jump in the pool head first. I'm an Aries, so leading with my head. I'm, head down, working hard. Always thinking about, okay, that's accomplished. What's next? That's accomplished. What's next? My mom used to say to me, girl, do you know how to be still? Do you know how to quit running? And I didn't. I really didn't. And I was wearing myself out. I was just running. And, we can't really make good decisions. We can't really make wise choices when we are running ourselves to death. And so whoever that person is out there today who's hearing this message, please take a deep breath and slow down. I've had so many people say that to me over the course of time. I've had bosses who say to me, Nelsa, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I've been in relationships with friends who say, Nelsa, you just gotta go a little bit easier on yourself. You gotta slow down. And that was so hard for me to do in reality because my habits had been to go to, what's next? Let's do it. Let's get it. Clippity clip, And I've grown a little bit wiser, I hope, and I've seen sort of the loss of now that that just driving forward, driving forward, driving forward. It's great to have goals, it's great to have ambition, it's great to have plans, but if I can't stop and enjoy this moment, if I can't stop and feel like this moment has beauty in it for me, and I can't stop and reflect on the the success of my past, or seeing those goals come to life and feeling appreciation and gratitude right this moment, then I just may not make it to the future, people. Is what I learned. I was tearing my body down, I was tearing my mind apart, and I was wrecking some very important relationships by not knowing how to rest my mind, not knowing how to rest my body, and allowing my spirit to just be at ease. And I think we've been programmed culturally, especially here in America, to feel like everything is about business and being in a hurry and get it done. And there's some things that we need to learn to just appreciate and be in the moment. Sometimes my daughter Gigi tells me, when I've tried to take a picture of a rainbow or tried to capture a moment with my camera phone or whatever, and she'll say to me, and she said this when she was a little thing, not just now, but she would say, Mommy, sometimes the best the best things cannot be captured with a camera. You have to capture it with your mind, Mommy. Such wisdom. So, I've been working on capturing moments with my mind and capturing them with my heart. Um, and for whoever is out there, whomever, you are struggling with that. You're struggling with the now. You're struggling with the reality that we're currently living in. You're struggling with maybe things that don't feel right now to you. Then my wish and prayer for you is that you learn to forgive yourself and others who may be needed to be cut loose through the gift of forgiveness. You make your plan, but remember that you've got to be flexible and adaptable, and you've got to crazy believe, of course. And you take the beauty of this moment and learn to breathe in and out. Remembering to breathe, remembering to focus on this moment, to bring yourself back from the macrocosm into this moment. If you aren't a yoga practicer, I am, and it's helped me so much to get grounded in the present, to calm and, quiet my mind. It's helped me in my meditation practice to really start to get clear. It's like when you have, um, a river, and it was muddy from just rain, just pouring rain, and that silt and rock and everything just floats up to the top, and the river is murky and you can't see through it. And then after a few days and the rain stops and the river calms back down and the water runs clear again. That's the gift of being in the present moment. That's the gift of quieting your mind through prayer, meditation, whatever your thing is that will soothe you and calm you. And so before I end today, I want to give you a gift of a guided meditation. So I hope that this will help you, and I hope that on your journey to wherever it is you're going next, that you will practice the gift of being in this present moment. So here's my gift to you today. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. I want you to close your eyes, and as you continue to breathe in through your nose and out your mouth, I want you to imagine that there is a red balloon inside your stomach, And as you fill it up with air, the balloon expands. And as you breathe out, the balloon deflates. Breathe in and out. See that balloon fill up with air and release it. I want you to just allow your breath and my voice to fill your head. Release all other thoughts, and if they attempt to come in and slide through the cracks, use your breath to breathe it gently away into the next space, out of your orbit, out of your mind, out of your spirit, and breathe in and out. And I want you to imagine as you breathe in, you're taking in a warm, golden light. Imagine honey, warmed, moving through the top of your head, down your ears, your face, down the back of your spine, releasing the tension out your arms, through your chest, your stomach, your lower abdomen, your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet. Feel every bit of that tension from holding on to those old thoughts, those old patterns, those old programmings, the worry of the future, the anxiety of not knowing. See yourself, feel yourself, releasing it as that warmth, that golden light runs through your body and absorbs those thoughts, carries them out the bottom of your feet, and releases them into the atmosphere. Another deep breath in and out. One more time. A deep cleansing breath in and release it out. I hope you found this present moment to be helpful, and don't stop crazy believing. Namaste, my friends. Until next time.